that's all. The match is over at the Atlante Stadium in Georgia, the state of Georgia, United States. Beats Saudi Arabia 4-0 in match day 2 of Group H with goals from Lamine Yamal in the 10th minute, Mikel Oyarzabal in the 21st, 23rd and 49 minutes. Own goal by Hassan Al-Altambakti. Spain recovers in Group H, is the leader for now, and defeats Saudi Arabia. Commentary by Oscar Diaz. Yes.
A fairly comfortable victory, but it could have been even more. And I think, well, I don't want to take away from what the Spanish national team has done. They could have pushed harder and looked for more in the second half. And I also think that considering today Uruguay faces Cape Verde, and putting aside what happened in Spain, Cape Verde, Uruguay, if they win big today by 4 or 5 goals, they could put Spain on the ropes. Looking ahead to the last match of the group stage, where they will be facing each other precisely in the city of Guadalajara at the Chivas Rayadas Stadium. So I think today was a really good opportunity, given how the match was going, for Spain to score. We were even saying at least 6 goals, and I think they could have done it. Ferran Torres, who still seems allergic to scoring, the only goal he did score ended up being offside. But in the end, it was a good match for the Spanish national team. What we expected from them, what was anticipated, what they finally had to deliver, and well, with that. Anyway, there's still one more match left. Everything is still open. If they win, well, they won today. And if they win against Uruguay in the next match, they'll be group leaders, no matter what. The thing is, that's ultimately what they're looking for. One of the teams that's a candidate to be world champion, one of the top favorites. For me, it's still above the French team, but a team that, well, has changed quite a bit. Compared to the previous match, the fact that Fabian isn't playing and almost having Lamine Yamal's forced to chase the result without Marcos Llorente, with Pedro Porro, I think it was a better performance, and I think that even if Lamine Yamal isn't at 100%, or we don't know at what percentage, only the doctors inside La Roja know that, well, they'll have to start him against Uruguay. And I think there's no doubt that he should already play under normal conditions against Uruguay, unless they have a game that's pretty much decided very early as things stand today, which I don't see as that easy. And I think Uruguay will be a tougher team than what the Saudi Arabian team was today. But also, we should mention that Lamine Yamal scored the first goal for La Roja in this match. And let's see. For now, let's say the statistic is holding up. Regarding the fact that Spain, after being champions, has only managed 1 win per World Cup, we've gone over it many times. 1 in Brazil, 1 in Russia, 1 in Qatar, and now they have 1 here. It's not a bad omen if there's a draw with Uruguay or a loss, and that statistic continues. To review the last first scorers for Spain in World Cups, Lamine Yamal, now in this 2026 edition. Dani Olmo did it in Qatar, Diego Costa did it in Russia, Xavi Alonso did it in Brazil, David Villa did it in South Africa, Xavi Alonso did it in Germany, and in Korea, Japan, and in France. In '98, Raul did it. Former footballer and Real Madrid legend. And well, today it's Lamine Yamal who does it, writing his name into history as one destined to be among the greats of this era. And it's to be expected. I simply think that we also have some big matches to keep an eye on today. And tomorrow, 2 of the favorites to become champions are coming up, Argentina and France. The day after tomorrow, Portugal will also be playing. And well, let's keep watching how this World Cup unfolds. Martinez. And well, in any case, there are some really good matches coming up. They say that since it's the World Cup, no match is bad. I disagree. I think there can be bad matches. But I believe every match has a story to tell depending on its context.